Hello students, it's glad to have you back. Welcome to Institute School. My name is Mr. Emmanuel, your business studies tutor. In this session, we will be continuing with our study on questions from 2022 past BECE examinations. In the last session, we treated questions 1 to 35. And so we will continue in this class from question 36. Question 36 is, which of the following makes the difference between a 2-column and a 3-column cash book? Is it bank, discount, dates, or folio? A 2-column cash book, a single-column cash book will have the dates, the details, the folio, and the amount. A 2-column cash book will have dates, the details, the folio, and then cash and bank. A 3-column cash book will have all these options and an additional column for discount. So the answer is B, discount. 37. Which of the following are the main branches of trade? Is it foreign and international, or retail and wholesale, or home and domestic, or home and foreign? Trade is divided into two: home trade and foreign trade. Foreign trade is now divided into 3: import, export, and entry ports, while home trade is divided into wholesale and retail. But trade is divided into home trade and foreign trade, or domestic trade and international trade. So the answer is option D, home and foreign. Question number 38. An account in which all cash receipts and cash payments transactions are recorded is called dash. Is it a cash account, savings account, current account, or deposit account? Now, savings, current, and deposit accounts are not type of accounting records kept, but they are type of bank accounts that are opened. So the correct answer here is cash accounts. The cash account is used to record all cash transactions. Question number 39. And this is, capital markets is highly regulated by dash. Is it the state government, federal government, local government, or manufacturing association of Nigeria? The capital market is a financial instrument where medium and long-term financial instruments are traded. It's a place for sourcing for medium or long-term finances. And this is controlled by the Securities and Exchange Commission of the federal government. So the correct answer here is option D, the federal government. Question number 40. A boy bought goods costing 6,000 naira and he is given a cash discount of 10%. How much does he pay? He bought a good costing 6,000 and he was given 10% discount. So the discount he got was for 10 divided by 100 times 6,000. So one, this, another one here, so we are left with 600. So the discount he got is 600 naira. So the amount he's going to pay would be 5,000 minus 600. Sorry, 6,000 minus 600, and that will give us 5,400. 6,000 minus 600 give us 5,400. So our correct answer here is option C, 5,400. Okay. We move on to question number 41. And this says dash is a market for short-term borrowing and lending. It's a money market, capital market, foreign exchange market, or commodity market. Commodity market is for buying and selling commodities like yam, equipment, electronics. Foreign exchange market is for buying and selling foreign currencies. We explained capital market in the previous question that it is a market for buying and selling medium to long-term financial instruments. The money market is the market for short-term borrowing and lending. So the correct answer is option A, money markets. Question number 42. This says petty cash book is another name for dash. Is it bank transactions, minor expenses, staff salary, or credit sales? This should be very easy. Petty cash book. It's not for bank transactions. It's not a check or a cash book. It is also not staff salaries. It's not the payroll or the pay slip. And it is not credit sales because it's not the sales journal. The correct answer is minor expenses. Question number 43. The dash is used in storing information. Is it data, typewriter, computer, or calculator? You can't use typewriter to store, you can only type with it. Equally, can't you use calculator to store information? You can only use it to calculate. And data is the raw information that has not been processed. So it's a computer that is used to store information and to process data into information. So the correct answer is option C, computer. Number 44. The selling of goods to the public is called buying by dash. When you sell goods to the public, you invite the public to come and buy from you. Are they buying by inspection, by description, by sample, or action? Now, when people buy by action, they perform an activity that is tantamount to them buying. Now, this is usually a characteristic of auction. So when people make different actions during an auction, it signifies they are buying the product. When people buy by sample, you send a sample of the product to them, and being satisfied with the sample, they buy. When people buy by description, you send them a description of the product, and if they are satisfied with it, they make an order for the product. But when people buy by inspection, they are there in person to see the goods and to buy the goods. So when you sell goods to the public, inviting them to come and buy, it is selling by, or it is buying by inspection. So the correct answer is option A. Question number 45. The assets that are of long-term duration in a business are called dash. Are they working capital, fixed capital, current asset, or circulating capital? Your working capital is the capital or the resources that is used in the day-to-day running of the business. The fixed assets are the capital, the resources that have a lifespan of more than 1 year, like your motor vehicle, your furnitures and fittings, your equipment, among others. Your current assets are your assets that are used up in the production process. They usually have a lifetime of less than a year, like your cash in hand or cash in bank, your debtors figure, your prepayments, or your stock. So the correct answer is fixed capital. It has a long-term duration of existence. Question number 46. The energy of the waves increases with dash. What increases the energy that is gotten from wave? Is it the amplitude? Is it the wavelength, the frequency, or the work? The wave is the how much that's the movement of a current. The wave is the movement of a current, and the strength of that current is determined by how frequent it is moving, and not by the amplitude or the length of it. No, it is how frequent it is, because as the frequency increases, the energy of the wave will be increasing. So the higher the frequency, the higher the energy of the wave. The answer here is option C, frequency. Question number 47. Dash are things necessary for human beings to live a healthy life and for survival. Is it goods? Is it product? Is it wants or needs? Goods refers to commodities that we can see and touch, unlike services. Products are equally goods that are produced, they are processed, the output of production. Wants are the mere desires of humans. What you desire. Do you want a vacation to the Caribbean, or you want a brand new iPhone? They are things that you desire. But needs are the basic necessity for survival. So the answer here is option D, needs. Question number 48. All goods returned to the supplier due to damage are recorded in the dash. We treated a similar question to this. It is recorded in the return outward journal. The sales journal is to record credit sales. The purchase journal is to record credit purchases. The return inward is to record goods that has been sold but are returned to us. But goods that we bought from suppliers and we are returning it back to them is recorded in the return outward journal. Question number 49. Dash can be defined as the means through which the goods produced get to the final consumer. Is it communication, advertising, distribution, or communication? Or production. Communication is the act of sending and receiving messages between two persons through a medium. Advertising is the activity of creating an awareness in the consumer about a product. Distribution is the act of moving, or the process of getting goods that have been produced to get to the final consumer. So the answer here is option C, distribution. Question number 50. Which of these is a current asset? Which of these is a current asset? Is it furniture, bills payable, accrual, or bills receivable? Furnitures are fixed assets. Bills payable are current liabilities. Accruals are equally current liabilities, but bills receivable are current assets. Question number 51. Which of the following is not a function of an office? Is it posting information, accessing information, receiving information, or recording information? In an office, you record information of the transactions of the office. You receive information from different entities that you do business with, and then you can access the information that has been recorded in the office, but the office is not used for posting information. So the answer here is option A. Question number 52. Dash is an account where money can be withdrawn whenever the customer wants to. Is it a deposit account, a current account, a recurrent account, or a fixed account? Now, the types of bank accounts, or the common types of bank accounts, are the savings account, the current account, and the fixed account. And fixed accounts, you cannot withdraw from it until the end of the period. So the account that allows you to withdraw from it at will is the current account. So the correct answer here is option B, current accounts. Question number 53. If an article costs 480 naira and the profit on it is 15%, what is the selling price? If an article costs 480 naira and the profit on it is 15%, what is the selling price. So let's calculate the profits on this item. That's 15 divided by 100 times 480. So these two zeros, okay, one here, we'll cancel this. Then 15 times one here will cancel this to be 1.5. So 1.5 times 448 would be 72. So 15% of 480 is 72. So 72 naira is the profit. Now the selling price is the cost price plus the profit. That's 480 plus 72, and that is 2. 7 plus 8 is 5. Then we have 552. So the correct answer here is option D. Option D, 552. So again, the process of getting it is we find the profit. We have been told that the profit is 15%. So we find 15% of 480 to get our profit. Then we have the profit plus the cost price to give us the selling price. Question number 54. This is HTML is used to create what? HTML is a programming language that is used to create web pages. It's not to create web server or high-level programs. No, high-level programs is created with high-level programming languages and machine language program. Now HTML is a programming language, and so it cannot be used to produce another programming language, another machine language program. So the correct answer here is option A. HTML is used to produce web pages. Question number 55. Insurance contract is between dash and dash. Is it the insurer and the broker, or the insured and the insurer, or the insured and insure, or the insured and proposal? Now please take note of the options. Option B and option C seems familiar. It seems similar. An insurance contract is usually between the insurance company, which is the insurer, and the person taking up the insurance cover, which is the insured. So take note, it is not insure. It is between the insured and the insurer. So the option B is the correct answer. Question number 56. The highest financial institution in Nigeria is called dash. Is it the commercial bank, the merchant bank, the central bank, or development bank? The highest financial institution in any country is the central bank, and it is the same in Nigeria. So in Nigeria, it's called the Central Bank of Nigeria. So option C is the correct answer. Number 57. Dash is the ability to organize human resources. Is it managerial skill, promotion skills, accounting skills, or marketing skills? Promotion skill is the ability to make things known to people. Accounting skills is the ability to keep proper records of financial transactions. Marketing skills is the ability to sell goods to the public. But managerial skills is the ability to manage, is the ability to organize human resources. So the answer is option A. Question number 58. Dash is a systematic recording of daily transactions in appropriate book. The act of systematically recording daily transactions in the appropriate books. Is it transportation, bookkeeping, profit and loss, or balance sheet? The profit and loss and balance sheet are final accounts that are as a result of keeping records. the act of keeping record is called bookkeeping. So the answer here is option B, bookkeeping. Question number 59. The process through which new products are brought to the notice of the public is known as dash. That is the process of informing the public about your new product. Is it insurance, commerce, advertising, or communication? Now, communication is the exchange of information between two persons or two elements or two individuals or two organizations. Now, if there is no exchange, then it is not communication. But the process of making new products known to the public is advertising or advertisement. It is not a communication. It is only a form of informing the public. So option C is the correct answer. Question number 60. And this is mail that is sent and received in and out of an organization is referred to as what? Is it book, register, or letter, or correspondence? Now, a letter is a particular correspondence. It's a type of mail that is sent from an organization or can be received. But when you put all together all the mails, whether it's in form of letter or in form of email or in form of invitation, all communications that come in and go out of an organization is called correspondence. So the correct answer here is option D. Question number 61. Dash allows buyers and sellers to trade without having physical contact. Option A is transportation, option B is e-commerce, option C is communication, option D is advertising. We've explained communication and advertising in previous questions. Transportation is the movement of goods and services and persons. E-commerce means electronic commerce, and it is the facilitation of commerce through electronic equipment. Now, the essence of e-commerce is to allow commerce to take place, to allow trade to take place without physically meeting between the buyer and the seller. So the correct answer here is option B. E-commerce allows buyers and sellers to trade without having physical contacts. Question number 62. Assets can easily change value. Assets that can easily change value during production are called dash. Are they capital assets, wasting assets, liquid assets, or current assets? Assets that change their value within a year, they have a 1-year validity period, are called current assets. Unlike fixed assets that have more than 1-year validity period, like motor vehicle and furnitures and fittings, and they are not working capital which are used in the day-to-day running of the business. Next question, question number 63. This is, which of these is a demerit of advertising? Which of these is a disadvantage? Which of these is a negative effect of advertising? Is it that it enhances sales volume, or it educates the consumers about the product, or it gives information about comparison of products, or it makes products more expensive? Now, enhancing sales volume is a positive effect. It is an advantage. Educating the consumers or the customers is equally a positive effect. And giving information about comparison of products is advantageous to the products. But because advertising involves costs, and this cost would be added to the cost of production that may eventually make the product more expensive, and that is a disadvantage of advertising. So advertising may make the product more expensive, and that is the correct answer. Option D makes the product more expensive. Question number 64. Stock taking is important because it dash. Is it because it checks the actual stock available, or because it hides the goods, or it is wasteful, or because it is economical? What is stock taking? Stock taking is the act of physically counting the quantity of goods that is left in your warehouse. Now, this is done to ascertain the actual amount of goods that is in the store. It helps for proper planning, and it helps for accountability. So it helps to check the actual stock available. It does not hide the goods, rather it makes the goods to be known that they exist, and it is not wasteful because it helps in accountability, and it is not necessarily economical. The correct answer is option A. It helps to check the actual stocks that are available. Question number 65. The advertising media that is usually found on strategic points along major roads and city centers are dash. Are they journals, newspapers, billboards, or radios? Journals are like magazines. They are book-like where you can read through. They contain both pictures and wordings. Newspapers are used to disseminate information, but billboards are located at only strategic points. So you cannot carry a billboard around the same way you carry newspapers or journals around. They are strategic at specific locations, and they are usually placed in a place where people or a large number of people will see them, like beside major road or at city centers. So the correct answer is option C, billboards. Question number 66. The two types of mails are dash. Is it personal and private, private and confidential, general and private, or personal and private? There are two types of mail service that post office offer. They offer general mail and private mail. General mail are handled normally like every letter, but private mails are handled with confidentiality. So the two types of mail are general and private. Option C. Question number 67. The person who is the sole provider of business capital and suffers losses alone is called dash. Is it a sole proprietor, a partner, a trader, or a salesman? Now, a trader and a salesman are not necessarily business providers. A trader is someone who engages in buying and selling. A salesman is someone who sells on behalf of another. Now, a sole proprietor and a partner provides the capital of a business, but a partner only provides part of the capital of a business, but a sole proprietor provides all the capital of a business. A partner only bears half part of the losses of a business, but a sole proprietor bears all the losses of the business alone. So the answer here is option A, sole proprietor. Number 68. Final account does not include one of the following: trial balance, cash accounts, trading accounts, or profit and loss accounts. A cash account is used to record all cash transactions in the organization. It is one of the types of ledger accounts that are kept. The final accounts are accounts that are prepared at the end of the business year of an organization, and they include the trial balance, the trading accounts or the manufacturing accounts, the profit and loss accounts, and the balance sheet. In the case of a non-profit making organization, they prepare an income and expenditure account or a receipt and payment account. So these are final accounts, but a cash account is not a final account. So the answer here is option B, cash accounts. Question number 69. Which function key is used for opening help? Which function key is used for opening help? On your keyboard, F4, F3, F2, or F1. F1 is the default key for opening help on your computer. And question number 70. This is the service rendered by commercial drivers. Private doctors are classified as dash. Are they direct services, producer goods, indirect services, or services? Now, they are services, but what type of service? There are two types or two classifications of service. We have direct service and indirect service. A direct service is a service that is offered to people who pay for them. But indirect services are offered to people who enjoy them but are not the one who pay for it. Examples of indirect services include the services of public doctors. They offer service to the people, but the government pay for the service. The service of policemen or military men, they offer the service to people who enjoy their service, but the government pay for them. But commercial drivers and private doctors, they offer their services to the people that pay for the product. It is the person that receives the service of a commercial driver that makes payment for those services. So commercial drivers and private doctors they are classified as direct services. So the correct answer here is option A. And that brings us to the end of this session. It's been nice having you here, and I hope to see you in the next class. In the next class, we will be concluding the final set of questions from Business Studies 2022 BECE examination. Thank you and have a nice time. Bye.